This isn't a scene straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, just the stark, unfiltered truth of places where time has all but stood still. Crumbling buildings serve as silent reminders of a once thriving past. Streets that once buzzed with energy now echo with emptiness, overtaken by decay and despair. These are America's forgotten corners. We begin our journey in Gary, Indiana, a city forged in the fires of the Industrial Revolution. Once a titan of steel production, Gary roared with the symphony of machinery and the tireless efforts of its workforce. Today, the music has faded, replaced by an unsettling silence. The steel mills that once stood as proud symbols of American might now stand as rusting hulks, monuments to a bygone era. Rows upon rows of abandoned homes paint a poignant picture of despair, their windows like vacant eyes staring out at streets reclaimed by nature. Yet amidst the decay, glimmers of hope persist. Camden, New Jersey, a city etched with the scars of industrial decline and crime, is waging a relentless battle for its soul. Once a bustling hub for manufacturing and shipping, Camden's fortunes waned as industries shifted and jobs disappeared. Despite the challenges, a spirit of resilience flickers in Camden. Grassroots organizations work tirelessly to empower residents, offering job training and educational opportunities. Revitalization efforts are underway, breathing new life into neglected neighborhoods. Will it rise from the ashes or remain trapped in a cycle of poverty and crime? Our journey takes us to Flint, Michigan, a city forever marked by a man-made disaster. Once a thriving center of the automotive industry, Flint's story took a tragic turn in 2014 with the water crisis. The decision to switch Flint's water source had devastating consequences, exposing residents, including innocent children, to dangerously high levels of lead. Despite the ongoing struggle for clean water and accountability, the spirit of Flint remains unbroken. Residents, activists, and organizations have rallied together, demanding justice and working tirelessly to rebuild their community. East St. Louis, Illinois, a city perched precariously on the edge of economic collapse, presents a stark portrait of urban decay. Once a thriving industrial center, East St. Louis has experienced decades of population decline, leaving behind a landscape of abandoned buildings and vacant lots. The city's infrastructure crumbles under the weight of neglect, a stark reminder of the challenges faced by communities starved of resources. Despite the overwhelming odds, glimmers of hope emerge from the ashes of despair. Community gardens offer a source of fresh food and a sense of purpose for residents. Grassroots organizations work tirelessly to empower youth, providing educational opportunities and a path away from poverty and crime. Can East St. Louis overcome the deeply rooted challenges it faces and chart a new course for its future? Pine Bluff, Arkansas, a city steeped in history, grapples with the ghosts of its past as it struggles to forge a new path forward. Once a bustling center of agriculture and industry, Pine Bluff has faced decades of economic decline, leaving behind a legacy of poverty and crime. The city's historic downtown, once a vibrant hub of commerce, now stands as a shadow of its former self, dotted with vacant storefronts and crumbling facades. Yet, amidst the challenges, a spirit of resilience persists. Community leaders and residents are working to revitalize the downtown area, attracting new businesses and breathing life back into the heart of the city. Cairo, Illinois, a city geographically and metaphorically at a crossroads, stands as a haunting reminder of the forces that can shape a community's destiny. Situated at the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, Cairo was once a bustling port city, strategically important for trade and transportation. However, as river traffic declined and industries relocated, Cairo's fortunes waned, leaving behind a shrinking population and a sense of isolation. Despite the overwhelming challenges, a flicker of hope remains. Community organizations are working to preserve Cairo's rich history and attract new investment. Bombay Beach, California, a once thriving resort town now a shadow of its former glory, stands as a stark reminder of the ephemeral nature of human endeavors in the face of environmental forces. Located on the shores of the shrinking Salton Sea, Bombay Beach was once a popular destination for swimming, fishing, and recreation. However, as the Salton Sea's salinity increased and its ecosystem deteriorated, tourists abandoned the town, leaving behind a landscape of decay and despair. Yet, amidst the desolation, a small and resilient community remains. drawn to the area's stark beauty and the sense of escape it provides. Artists and free spirits have found inspiration in Bombay Beach's Decay, transforming abandoned structures into quirky and thought-provoking art installations. Ludlow, Colorado, a ghost town frozen in time, stands as a chilling monument to the struggle for workers' rights and the human cost of corporate greed. In 1914, Ludlow was the site of a horrific tragedy known as the Ludlow Massacre. During a coal miners' strike, Colorado National Guard troops and company guards attacked a tent colony of striking miners and their families, killing men, women, and children. The Ludlow Massacre sent shockwaves across the nation, galvanizing support for labor unions and leading to reforms in working conditions. Today, Ludlow stands silent, its empty streets and crumbling foundations a haunting reminder of the violence that unfolded there over a century ago. Denmark, South Carolina, a small town grappling with the devastating effects of environmental contamination, highlights the often overlooked plight of communities facing water crises across America. For decades, Denmark's residents have been exposed to dangerously high levels of industrial chemicals in their drinking water, a consequence of lax environmental regulations and corporate negligence. The health impacts have been devastating, with residents reporting a range of ailments including cancer, birth defects, and respiratory problems. Despite the urgency of the situation, Denmark's residents have faced an uphill battle in their fight for clean water. The story of Denmark serves as a stark reminder that the right to clean water is a fundamental human right that must be protected for all communities, regardless of size or location. Bunkie, Louisiana, a town whose fortunes were once intertwined with the railroads that crisscrossed the nation, now grapples with the challenges of economic transition and population decline. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Bunkie thrived as a major railway hub, connecting agricultural communities to markets across the country. However, as the railroad industry declined and transportation patterns shifted, Bunkie's economy suffered, leading to job losses and a shrinking population. Despite the economic hardships, Bunkie's residents remain fiercely proud of their town's history and determined to forge a new path forward. Efforts are underway to revitalize the downtown area, attracting new businesses and capitalizing on the town's unique character and location. These towns, once vibrant and full of life, now stand as haunting reminders of what can happen when industries collapse and communities are left behind. But hope is not entirely lost. With the right revitalization efforts and economic investment, these forgotten places could one day be reborn. The resilience of the human spirit, the power of community, and the determination to overcome adversity offer a glimmer of hope in these forgotten corners of America. Thank you for watching.